Well, hello everyone. Surprise, surprise, a live stream because we are surprisingly very close to 100,000 subscribers. The actual number is, well, we're not that far away, actually. We are not that far away from 100,000 subscribers at the moment. We only need 23. 23. That's all I need to go to sleep and have a wonderful weekend. That's it. That's it. 5 years on YouTube, and yeah, we finally did it. Well, almost finally did it. We are almost there. Almost there. So first up, thank you all for joining this impromptu stream right now. It's 2 a.m. Yes, it is exactly 2:30 actually. So the quicker we get to 100,000, the better. The better it will be. We have here Eddie coming from X. Thank you very much. If you are coming from X, do make sure that you go to YouTube and get subscribed. Would really appreciate that. In the meantime, we did have a couple of interesting things that have happened today. Apparently, Block XYZ got into the S&P 500. So, congrats to Jack Dorsey and everyone that still holds Block. You just joined the S&P 500, so I guess Robinhood will have to wait. So yeah, Block was up, I think. Let's see, Block was up, 8.4% after hours. I did see Eddie. Thank you very much. With 2 accounts, I appreciate that. Ro, I appreciate your comments as well. We go to 200 fast. Yeah, but to be honest, the 100K is what I wanted. You get the YouTube plaque, of course, at 100,000. So at least I have something to show for. But of course, I have all of you to show for as well. All the thousands and thousands, millions, actually. This channel has over 15 million views, almost 100,000 subscribers, and plenty of comments. So I appreciate all of you that have been joining the stream, and especially those that are unsubscribing at the moment. But you should unsubscribe when we are a bit closer to 100,000. So that would make more sense. But anyways, I won't be able to sleep after this. I mean, I am a bit tired. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit tired, but we'll do we'll do our best. And if I can't sleep after this, then fine. That's the price to pay when you reach 100,000 subscribers. Um, let's see. Let's see if we can go over some. Yeah, this is this is my Champions League trophy, my Champions League trophy, my World Cup trophy. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Merci beaucoup. You should not wait for a prize. The prize will come to you. Shut down and sleep. I mean, that was the plan, to just not look at it and wake up tomorrow. But then I was like, it would be special if we do it together. And so we're live. We're live right now. Right now. I appreciate that. Soft and cozy. We should. I mean, a very good and comfortable couch is very valuable, I think. Very, very valuable, for sure. For sure. Um, Although this couch behind me is not a real one, it does look very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Am I United for? No, not at all. Not at all. I am a Chelsea supporter, world champion. So right now, world champion. Superflow, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Although I did see that United have spent 70 million to sign Brian Mbuemo from Brentford. So keep splashing that cash. Keep splashing that cash. Actually, I am. What is this? Almost got it. Almost got the fly. Whoa. We did see a jump here. Like, I wanted to show you the heat map, but now I'm like nine subscribers, eight. Um, I mean, that's tremendous. Grab will have its time for sure. Grab will have its time. Like SoFi, right? SoFi last year didn't move. Now you're up more than double. Neil the market. Yeah, I did see that open today. OpenDoor today was up another 36%. That's crazy. That's crazy. Will I ever show the real background? I did show the real background. Just that right now I am a bit all over the place, and my background will is not that nice. Just a white wall. So I thought this would be a bit nicer, right? A bit nicer. United will finish 17th next season. I mean, they didn't finish that far this season, right? They didn't finish that far this season. Spurs finished above them, no, below them, but at least Spurs play in the Champions League next season. So at least there is that, right? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all the comments here and the support. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate those that are subscribing with your second and third channel. It's makes this even better. Makes this even better. What am my prediction for Ethereum? Funny enough, a friend of mine spoke about what's that ticker? SharpLink Gaming or something like that, like a week or so ago, and that thing went up by double. Right? I think they are basically the equivalent of a Bitcoin assembler or something. So yeah, some price resistance. Yeah, but I think we should squeeze them pretty soon. I think we should squeeze them pretty soon, for sure. Chelsea will finish outside the top four. I actually don't. I actually think we have a shot. Yeah, SBet exactly. I actually think we have a shot at the title and a lot of trophies next season. To be honest. Applied Digital was up. Yeah, it was up today and yesterday. We'll have a look at all of this, at all of the stocks today. Once we hit the 100K, because I do think that a lot of things did move. Although, let's see. Why is it not changing? Whoops. Some things were red. Netflix was red. I see AMD down a little bit, but that's normal. So yeah, I need to go to bed. I mean, I also want to go to bed, but reaching 100K only happens once unless I start a second channel, but my sports channel right now is on put on sleep at the moment, so this will only happen once. Today I invested in XRP. XRP was actually, I think, one of my second crypto that I bought. First was Bitcoin. XRP was the other one at, I think, 11 cents or something. Roberto here coming in hot. Thank you very much, Roberto, for the super chat here. Really appreciate it. Especially appreciate you joining us almost daily, if not daily, during the live streams. I appreciate that. Where I'm from Belgium, so it's 2:41 a.m. right now here. Nearly a rose and we go get some sleep. I mean, usually I go to sleep late anyways. And plus it's the weekend, so it's not like I have something to do tomorrow other than another video, but that's anyways going to happen. For those that did not watch the Google video, that one is live. It's a pretty good one, good recap about everything that has happened with Google over the past couple of weeks and months. What a time to be alive. Indeed, what a time to be alive. When I started this 5 years ago, first of all, I never thought that I would reach. I never thought I would actually start a YouTube channel. We we actually did it. We actually did it. 100,000 subscribers. 100,000 subscribers. Insane. Insane. Feels good. Feels good. Feels very good. Very nice. Thank you very much, everyone, for everything. All the years, even the bad years. 2022 was a horrible year for the portfolio, for the channel. But then, of course, we had 2 great years in 23, 24. I think 25 started pretty good. We had that 1 month where it wasn't great, but it was a very good opportunity to buy. And now now who cares? Now who cares, right? Because now we have reached here a huge milestone. So yeah, I appreciate all of the messages, all of the support, especially more recently, because I've seen, right? You can see this right here, the channel growth. I'll show you over the past month. You can see how fast over the past month we have grown. Hey, who's 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 unsubscribing here? What is this? But yeah, I see what you're doing. Manipulating the system here. This was like a pump and dump. Went from 110 to 99,919 in like a second. Feels like after hours earnings report type of movement. But yeah, 25% of the way to a milli. I mean, you mean the portfolio or this? Because my 2 portfolios combined are more than 50% away from it. So pretty happy with that. But of course, we know that with the markets being at all-time highs, things can change quite quickly. Although I do think that a lot of my holdings, not the speculative names, but like the PayPals, the Googles, and all of that, I think are pretty are still pretty stable by puts on the subscriber number. Yeah, maybe we have some tariff news, right? Maybe there's some tariff news, and that's why we're seeing some volatility some volatility here in the subscriber count. Earnings were good, so we're up after hours. with the with the channel, with the subs. Um, yes, yes. I am Portuguese. I used to play for Sporting Lisbon, and now I play for for Manchester United. You might uh, you might know me as Bruno Fernandes, uh, but I also do YouTube part time. But I also do YouTube part time. So it's the side gig. That's why Uniteds are not performing so well. I'm performing well on YouTube, but on the pitch, I'm not doing so well. Which is why you've heard some rumors of me maybe wanting to go and play somewhere else, somewhere where they pay me more. Um, but yeah, whoever is now there is like maybe I should do an earnings call, and maybe the price, maybe I should provide guidance. Where do we go from here? So I provide guidance. I think we should go to 150, then maybe 200 by fiscal year 27 or something like that. Let me just post something. um, Manipulated couch is a fauteuil. Do I sometimes feel and not wear pants? I am wearing pants today, but no. Sometimes I just wear shorts because why not? Um, why not? But yeah, ha, great, great. We guidance. We guidance. I'm buying covered calls. Yeah. Um, let's actually, now that we've reached it, I can quickly have a look here at. I will switch back to the other stream. Don't worry. I can quickly look here at the what has actually happened with the market today. So seems like okay, right? Unless some, I mean, Netflix is down a little bit, but fine. They've been doing very well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Even coming from X, that's even better. That's even better. Um, let's see. Time to increase the local United Health and Oscar. I mean, the only name I'd say for sure, yes, is the local because there is no like short-term catalyst risk or something like that. The other two, like I said previously, I would still I would still wait for. United Health reports anyways in like 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks. So I don't see what's the rush. I don't see what's the rush. And Oscar reports beginning of August, although that one is very cheap if you believe that 2027 guidance is going to remain. So yeah. Your Google stock prediction after earnings call, I think Google goes up. I think Google goes up. We will of course be live. I think me and Jose are going to be live for Google's earnings report. It's also Tesla, but I think this time we're going to cover Google. Although I mean, we can do both, but I think Google reports anyways before Tesla, has the call before Tesla for sure. So I think it goes up because everything points to a very good quarter for Google. So I strongly believe it goes up, but you never know. You never know. Yes, we are doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday live streams, 8 a.m. until the market opens. Sometimes we will do also evening streams if a company that we follow reports. So next week, probably yes. I've seen it, but I haven't looked into yield max ETFs and anything like that. So I don't know. As you know, I'm not really an ETF type of guy. I'm more straight shares. I don't even do options either. So all in PayPal. I'm not all in PayPal, but I do have a lot of PayPal. Yes, and I still think I will do very well with PayPal, although it will take some time. What about PayPal? Q2 should be beautiful. Yes, I think again Q2. I think revenue growth will not be incredible, but I think all the other metrics are going to be fine. And I am curious if they're going to say already right now that they expect revenue to accelerate from here for the next quarters. That would be great. That would be great. I know you're a long-time investor, but sometimes could you mention where you take some profits? So if you follow the portfolio, you know that I've taken profits in Rocket Lab yesterday at I think $51 or so, because it became the number two position in the portfolio. Um, in both my portfolios, in one of the two portfolios, it's actually a 10x already. So I've taken a little bit of profit in that. And in the rest, I did not, because I don't think I should right now. Because if you know my portfolio, so far, I don't see why I should take profits. PayPal, certainly not. Google, no. AMD, no. Micron, no. Baba, I've actually added not so long ago. And so voila. But yes, I of course will share even more information on Sunday during the portfolio update. But taking profits, of course, you can take profits if you hold something that is very expensive. It makes sense, right? You still have your position and you're securing your profits. YouTube is indeed my full-time thing. I won't call it a job, because it's something that I like to do. It's part of the my investing journey, I guess. What capital did you start with when you turned full-time investor YouTube? So I started investing in 2016 with like $2,000, so a bit less in euros. 2016, still a student. And yeah, I worked. I invested. Of course, I got money in the bank from gifts for all of the years. So I took that money, invested in the stock market, was early in Tesla. So that helped, right? When you can find the 10x pretty early in your journey, suddenly your capital becomes much bigger. Then we've had 2020, 2021, everything went up. So that helps as well. Although I got burned quite badly in 2022. But yeah, continue to work, continue to accumulate. Lived at my parents, so didn't have any costs. And so I kept saving, and everything that I saved, everything that I made went straight into portfolio. It's a luxury. It's a luxury thing, of course, when you don't have any expenses for that many years, you can put everything that you make in the portfolio. And that's why the portfolio has risen by the amount it has. Of course, it could have been much more, could have been much less as well, but I'm quite happy with my performance. Do I think that Oscar goes lower from here? Let's actually have a look. Of course, I still have Google up, because I always have Google up. Oscar, look, it's at a point. Oh yeah, this could have been same thing here. It's at a point where previously it has found a support. Now again, there are many things impacting. Why am I so small here? I think I deserve to be a bit bigger, no? Voila, much better. I think again with Oscar, with United Health, there are other things impacting that business at the moment. I've seen today that there are some senators or governors in the United States that are suing HHS. So yeah, HHS sued by state attorneys general over ACA rules. So again, these things can change. Whatever's been mentioned in the big beautiful bill, ACA subsidies and all of that expiring, those things can still change, and that could of course positively affect company like Oscar and United Health. But I still think that the underlying business is quite good. Of course, it is very small, which makes it even more attractive. So yeah, again, for me, it's a very small position, and I've said it from the start. There's no reason to make this a giant position, even if I think the upside can be quite big, because I do still think that there are some risks and some uncertainties. And that's why, yeah, it's just small right now. Let's see. Nice video on Baba before. Yes, I talk about Baba? Bro, I don't think I talked about Baba. Maybe during the live stream, you mean? Because my last Baba video has been, well, last week, maybe portfolio update or something. But yeah, I like Baba. I own it, and I think it will go up from here. Why don't you use options? One, because I don't fully understand all of it perfectly, as well as I understand just holding shares. So I'd rather, I know you can make a lot more money in the short run with options if it works out, and you can also lose a lot more money in the short run. So I just rather buy shares of a company, hold it, and that's it. Um, that's it. Your reasons to be bullish on PayPal. Oof, could talk a long. I could talk for hours about PayPal. It's very cheap. It's buying back a ton of shares, generates billions of dollars in free cash flow, priced as if it doesn't grow while it is growing. Alex Chris is a great CEO that came at a very difficult time at PayPal, but he's turning the business around. They're adding new things, they're innovating, they're expanding. And so, yeah, PayPal is not dying because you can clearly see in the numbers that they are growing each and every quarter. And so to me it's one of the best risk reward names in the market right now, for sure. I know it's been doing close to nothing for a while. Yeah, it was at $90 actually at the start of the year, but I strongly believe that this thing, for me, because my average is way lower, like in the 50s, maybe now 60, because I keep adding. But yeah, I strongly believe this is a triple digit stock and I'll do very well in the future. Frédéric, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. J'apprécie. Il faut boire du champagne. J'ai bu quelque chose d'autre avant ça, donc du champagne, je ne vais pas boire maintenant. Did you add to open position? No, of course, no. I regret not having like $10,000 in it and just not. But I mean, am I complaining? Like I'm up more than double in not only a week, so I'm not going to complain. But maybe a week from now, I'll be at zero. Right? With these types of things, you don't exactly know what's going on. United Health. United Health, again, United Health, I have a position. I'm down a little bit on this name. But as I said, there is an earnings report happening when is it? Tuesday 29th. So 10 days approximately from today. No rush. No rush with that one. Definitely, yes. If the local drops again under $10, I think I'm adding even more. I think I'm adding even more. Thank you very much, Likeability. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. And thank you, Elwa, for becoming a lazy boy investor. Really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the club. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. And for everyone that said, "Oh, you should have told me about it a week before I said it, because it already went up 20% the day I made the video." Well, it went up another 70% or so after I made the video. So, and again, it is a very risky name, because we do need to stay I think another 7 trading days above $1 for it not to be delisted from the Nasdaq, and that would, of course, force the company and the stockholders basically not to vote for a reverse split. Because as I said, if there is a reverse split, I'm out. No matter what, I'm out. But we'll see. We're now at a price not seen since December 2024, where it was also above the 200-day moving average. Didn't really hold, but of course, right now we do have that meme momentum, I'd say, with open. So yeah, to me, I mean, I put $1,000 at $1. Now that $1,000 it has more than doubled. I know it's not insane amount of money, but it's still a nice little 100,000 subscriber present, right? Do you think United Health will get hammered? I don't think so. I think so much bad news is hammered in that the only way it gets hammered even more is if they fail to provide us with some guidance. but I think they'll provide us with some guidance that will be better than feared, and that should be enough to put it up. Because remember, this is a company that still generates $400 billion in revenue. It's not one of those smaller startups, right? And it's also, I know health insurance, these types of companies are very much hated. But if you remove United Health, I think you have a big issue. That's my opinion. You sold already? I mean, that's fine. That's fine. You take the profits, you run away, right? Who cares? We're not married to a stock. The stock doesn't know you own it, so who cares? If you made profit, congrats, and we move on to the next one. It's not like we're talking here about a Google or an Nvidia or something like that. No, I don't see Neo as Tesla in the early years. I've heard this story, and I've followed Neo for 6 years right now. So for 6 years, I've been hearing that Neo is the next Tesla. I first heard about Neo when it went almost bankrupt, and it was worth $1. So no, I don't think it will be the next Tesla. I think they will. I mean, I've said it from the start. Yes, the stock might do well, but they do not just need to focus on their car business and stop with this whole lifestyle BS that they've got going, or a Neo phone. I don't know what they wanted to do. It just doesn't make any sense. David, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Congrats on the 36% gains on OpenDoor right now. Steve, thank you very much. Marcos, is it Marcos Galperin, the CEO of Mercado Libre, asking the question? I mean, you know me about Mercado Libre. It's a key pillar in my core portfolio. I like it. I like it very much. Yes, it's not the cheapest one, but it's one that will outperform the market for many years to come, for sure. Joseph, appreciate it. Another one that is always here during the live stream. So thank you very much for all the support. What do you think of Lucid Uber looking to invest 300 million into them? But there is news. Yes, correct. So it's not only news. I think it's been confirmed. So it's a $300 million investment, but also an order from Uber. So it's both things, and then you see this is why Lucid went up a lot. And yeah, Lucid, I mean, the reverse split right now, you can question it, right? Because it's at $3. A reverse split is never good. Like, historically speaking, if you look at all the stocks that did a reverse split, I think 90+% of them went under or just did very bad. So for Uber, it makes sense to do this. Again, people are complaining, oh, Uber does not have robo taxis, and then when Uber invests in robo taxis, like, oh, Uber is just burning money. I mean, some of the Tesla folks are just delusional, in my opinion. Plus, Uber is crushing it. Okay, Uber is crushing it stock wise and business wise as well, for sure. If you don't have a position, I'd say you can open a very small one right now and see what happens during the earnings report. There's literally no rush with this one. Zero rush. I love how you analyze stocks and your insights, especially on Google. Congratulations from South Korea. Thank you very much. I would love to go to South Korea one day. Nathan, congrats. Nathan, I assume you're from Tel Aviv, and that's 4 a.m. for you right now, if I remember correctly. I think. Okay, no, I don't think. I am pretty certain that Webull did rebound. Correct. Webull did rebound after. Yeah, it went back to $12, but I do believe that the stock now after hours is down 8% because let's see what has happened. I think they triggered something with their Yorkville stuff. So yeah, they filed to register resale of up to 75.2 million shares under the existing $1 billion equity agreement that we've heard them do with Yorkville. I just don't get it. I don't know. I just don't. I don't understand this. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, congrats to him on the success on YouTube for sure. But yeah, the thumbnails, I always laugh. I mean, I guess it works, but no, I'll stick with my thumbnail stuff. BYD, I guess. Is it BYD? Yes, it's BYD. I mean, I see BYD cars everywhere. They're cheap, and so it makes sense. It makes sense. I think so. I think so. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Um, Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. What to Brandon? Brandon here with a new ticker that I've never seen. Booz Allen. The heck is this? Booz Allen Hamilton. I feel Lucid cannot be Tesla. No, Lucid will not be Tesla. Lucid is a luxury brand. Like the price of a Lucid is like 200,000 or high 100,000s for sure. 300 million is chump change to build EVs. Correct. But it's 300 million that could help them. I think it's supposed to help them integrate Neuro, their full self-driving technology. Don't forget that Lucid is basically owned by the Saudis, and they have unlimited money. So I don't think um, that they'll go under. I think if they go under, they will be bought by the Saudis at this point. Google police, yeah. Eddie, thank you very much for the 420 super chat. Congrats, Couch. Thanks for the hard work. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments. About this company right here, I don't know, but there was. No, I said the scenarios. I said the scenarios. I don't think. I don't see how it can crash even more from here unless it's very, very bad news. There was another company that someone wrote in the comments today, and I looked at it, and now I forgot. So let me. It was actually a pretty good one. Found it. Clearwater Analytics Holdings, so CWAN. Someone heard of this company? Let me know in the comments, in the chat. Why don't I own Microsoft? Microsoft was actually one of my first holdings in my portfolio. Why don't I own it today? I like Alphabet and Amazon more. Purely as a growth company, I'd say I like just Alphabet and Amazon. Amazon is my number one in the core portfolio. Meta is number two now, by the way. Applied Digital. I heard it went up. Yes, it did. Very nice. This is my mine, Jose's, and Roberto's YOLO bet. So we are performing as of right now. As of right now. Do I think you mean Archer and Joby? The stock? Yeah, probably. That doesn't mean the companies won't succeed. Just yeah, probably. Because right now I just don't see any of those things flying around anytime soon. I think it can reach $100 this year. Yes, I mean that was my prediction at the start of the year. So I would assume that I will repeat the same thing now. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Ondas was. Remember we talked about it. It jumped to $3 something, then it crashed back down. Also, I think here as well some delisting compliance questioning or whatever, and then we went back up. Of course, there's a lot of talk about drones, DoD, etc. So it gets a lot of attention here for sure. As for Kraken, yeah, I know I promised a video about those, but then I just Kraken Robotics, right? Yeah, actually, this was a pretty good one. Can you elaborate on the possibility of transferring my depot to Belgium so I can afford? Don't do it because in 2026 there are capital gains in Belgium. 10% though. 10% capital gains. So, yeah. And if you want to come to Belgium, you'll pay 50% income tax. So, I guess I don't know how much it is in Austria, but okay, that's basically it. No, we're not. We're definitely not selling Google for anything, for that matter. That doesn't mean that I don't like Oscar. Why is new dropping? I didn't know. Who? Yeah, new did drop today. New did drop today. Why did it drop? Let's see if I can find some news. Plus, by the way, I mean, it dropped. Let me show you on the weekly. We're back to prices not seen since last week, so come on. Not that big of a deal. But why did it drop? I'll try and find. I'll try and find here why. And if I can't find, then I guess news will come out the next couple of days. But I can't find anything negative around. Like I'm searching for news around new. Maybe there is something about Brazil, but then again, maybe again Brazil tariffs. But I don't see anything that should make new a worse investment today. Renato, hello. Once I built position in April when the market tanked, I find it hard to add to my position. It would bring, yeah, but again, don't fixate on your average cost. Fixate on the value that you get from buying more shares at the certain prices that you're looking at. Because eventually, what you want are more shares, right? You want your position to grow. Of course, if some names are stretched, then yeah, forget about it. Like you don't have to add, but to focus on, oh, my average has been, for example, me, Rocket Lab, for the longest time, my average was $4.50. And then I was like, oh, should I add? But it will ruin my average. But I don't, eventually I wanted more shares. So I added at $18. Okay, then my average went up to $6 and something. But does it matter? No, because Rocket Lab is at $51. So I could have even added in the 20s and it wouldn't really have changed much. Meta is my number 2 position in the core portfolio purely because, and you can go back and watch those videos, purely because I loaded the boat right here under $100 back in 2022. And so it's 7x for me. And that's why it's the number 2 position. Plain and simple. It's funny because we are live now more and more. We're actually live a couple of times per week. 8 a.m. Eastern. I'm from Belgium, but of course my accent can be for some Italian, it can be Portuguese for someone else, or French. So yeah, multinational here. My 80-year-old dad, like Apply Digital, just set up SoFi account for him. Yes. At 80 years old, you can have FOMO. That's good to know. That's good. But please don't YOLO his retirement money, please. Arista Networks, didn't that one rebound nicely recently? Yeah, it's rebounded nicely. I haven't looked at the business in a while, so we will revisit that Monday during the live stream with Jose, because I think he can talk about that a bit more. Every Sunday I do a portfolio update. Plus, I think there is a link to it. Maybe not in this description, but in the video's description. You click on the Savvy Traders portfolio. I think it was 50%, no? 50% on a country that doesn't even export that much. So what's the point? I don't know. Plus, New Holdings doesn't export anything to to the United States. It's a neobank operating in Latin America. So yeah, it doesn't make much sense. Yes. And I remember one comment saying, oh, you didn't even read the 300 pages of the short seller report. How can you even comment on it? Well, I guess me reading 10, 15 pages of a 300-page report was enough to understand that it was bullshit. And yes, the stock is now at $109, although it did come down. It did come down, then it rebound. So it peaked here at 140, and now we're down a little bit. So maybe I'll update on that one. Ethan or Ethan, depending on where you are. Congrats. I'm the GOAT. Thank you very much. I think Harry Maguire is the GOAT, but okay. I don't stream on Twitch because I don't have a following on Twitch. So, like for the 0 viewers that will join from there, I rather I rather just stay on YouTube. On YouTube. Um, let's see. Don't you think a correction? Look, a correction of the market. There needs to be a reason for that. I just don't see a reason for that at the moment. Because every indicator data point is saying that we're doing well. A correction in some names, for sure. For sure. 100%. 100%. Um, I've had fantastic picks. Yeah, but I don't want to talk about short-term picks because it can be luck, right? Just because I talked about this stock and that stock and suddenly it went up uh, a couple of days afterwards doesn't mean that I'm a genius. I rather be judged on the long term of things because I remember very well when I talked about great companies and a couple of days afterwards the stock went down and suddenly, oh, this aged well. Like, what do you mean this aged well? It's like it's been 3 days. It's not it's not how these things work. The local, yes, I agree. I agree. The local will have its time in the sun, just like SoFi struggled for a while, despite the company being doing very well. Right? Remember these times for SoFi? Look at where we are right now. This is what happens when the company continues to do very, very well. Eventually, the market notices it. Eventually, the market is noticing it. Same with AMD, although AMD, I don't want it to go to 200, 250 just yet because it won't make much sense at the moment. RA became a member. Welcome. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Why does the market hate Google so much? I think it's I don't think it's hate. I think it's more of uncertainty. Uncertainty. And I think they'll flip the narrative pretty soon. I think that they'll flip the narrative pretty soon. No, there is no way to follow my trades, and I'm not here to give trade picks or whatnot. I usually don't do these types of things. But the open one was just something I found very interesting. And it so happens that the stock went up. Even before the video, the stock went up already 100%. And after the video, it went up another 100. But no, you can look at the portfolio update each and every Sunday, but you have to understand why you own certain companies. I'm not going to sell you courses or discords where you can see price alerts and buy alerts and things like that. That's not what I do, and I will never do it. So if there is a sort of couch investor that tells you that I do it, it's spam and it's not true. Yes, I do get my silver button now, but I do think that it takes like up to 3 months, I've seen, or something like that. I do hold United Health, very small position, very small position. Um, Gosh, you have to stream YouTube exclusive to. I mean, the fact that I make videos on YouTube means that YouTube pays me, which means Google pays me, which is good. And plus, Google can put ads in my videos, so I guess I produce value for the company and I get money from it as well. So, ta-da! 100K. Yes, actually, let's do a little update here. It's 100,033 at the moment. 100,033. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I mean, you have to understand that for someone like me, you might think, oh, you're saying this right now. But I never in a million years thought that I would be uh, on YouTube. I am a private person, although you most likely see me each and every day on YouTube, but it's not like I'm someone to make that much noise on social media. Although I think you have to do it to become very famous on it. But I guess being normal and having quality content is good enough because you don't reach this by being a clown, right? So yeah, it's amazing. I remember 5 years ago, 5 years ago, lockdowns basically took my phone for some strange reason, and I started to talk about stocks. talk about stocks, and upload it to YouTube. Crazy, right? Crazy what a pandemic can do to you. Almost started a new job, didn't get accepted because, well, COVID started, and now I work for myself. So crazy how these things turn out. But yeah, it's been a while. It's 5 years. 5 years. During those 5 years, I can tell you that sometimes I thought, "What the heck am I even doing? Right? Why am I still doing this? Is this a real thing? Blah blah blah." Um, so yeah, it's very cool that YouTube has become a full time thing and it's sustainable right now. But it has definitely not been as easy as you might think. Um, but yeah, I am very, very grateful for all of this. Do you watch or own? I do not own Evolution AB, but I definitely cover it a lot of times. And I've seen the new earnings report, and I'm quite happy. I am quite happy that it turned out very good, because this one has also been a name that was very cheap, very good company, just misunderstood, and now, well, it's up. It's up. So, congrats to all that did buy Evolution AB. Yes, of course, the stock is still down considerably from the highs here, but it's making its way back up. It's making it back up, not on hype, based on good numbers, good earnings report. Maybe I'll do an update. Maybe I'll do an update on this one because we've been following this one quite closely, and it deserves the attention for sure, for sure. Randall, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You're also one of the ones I see in my comments quite a lot. Let's see. No problem. Thank you again. Likability, you're also one that I see a lot here, so I appreciate all the support. Oh, Frederic actually wrote a book during the lockdowns. You see, everyone's doing something crazy. I mean, not crazy, but spontaneous. Spontaneous. So, what type of book did you write? Um, do I have any dividend stocks that pay 3%? Well, now I have Google and Meta that pay me a dividend, and D-Local actually. United Health pays a small dividend, but 3% plus. I don't think that anyone in my portfolio pays 3% plus, unless I forgot a name, but I don't think so. I don't think so, no. So yeah, I do have now dividend paying stocks, but it was never my intention to buy them because they were dividend players. They just happened to become dividend players. So that's that's why. That's why. What did I want to? Yeah, XYZ. Not gonna lie, that one has been rebounding also quite steadily since the April lows here, up 63%. No, actually a bit more because of the S&P inclusion. So not bad. Not bad. Uh, Aesthetics here. Check your YouTube video every day to watch any new videos that you've uploaded, and you've helped me a lot. I appreciate that. That's why I do it. That's why I do it, and that's why it's been free, and it will be free forever. There's no paywall or anything. Yes, there are some sponsors in the video, but everything remains free for the reason that you've just mentioned, because people think it's useful. I can help people, and so that's the most important part. That's the most important part. I did indeed. I did indeed come a long way. Wow, RA here. Not only did he become a member, but he has here a big super chat, $50. I appreciate that. Thank you for carrying my conviction for Palantir. I mean, many people forget, but I have been covering Palantir for a long, long time. Yes, I did sell my position at the start of the year, which in hindsight seems like a very stupid idea. But yeah, I'm at peace with my gains. When you are with a stock from $10, then it goes up, then it goes back down to 6, 7. You keep buying, and it goes to 70, and you sell. I don't think you have regrets other than yes, you could have doubled again. I could have also bought back, but then could have, should have, whatever. I bought Nebius that went up, so SoFi doubled. But yeah, Palantir is a one of a kind thing that, again, if you go back to my first, let me actually check. This guy, every night at 1 a.m. and almost 3 a.m., the guy with the loudest, smallest motorcycle passes through the street here. He has to compensate for something. My first Palantir video was November 5th, 2020. November 5th, 2020 was the first time I covered Palantir. OG person here, just so people know. OG person here. But yeah, thank you, Ari, for the super chat. And becoming a member. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Do you have any idea why healthcare companies like Oscar? Uncertainties. First of all, Oscar went up quite a lot, right? Like it's not like, I mean, Oscar is just back to prices not seen since a month ago, right? A month ago it was at $13, and now it's back at $13 after it went up 67% in a week or so. Just so people know, with United Health, it's just uncertainty around the company and the guidance, and of course, the industry, right? The big beautiful bill. How does that impact these types of companies? Damien, I think you pronounce it like that. Just want to say thank you for all you do and for keeping this content free. My pleasure. My pleasure. I'm new, but 60. I agree. I agree. I mean, trailing PE 654, forward PE 244 seems a bit rich. I know, seems a bit rich. Although don't forget that PE can get slashed quite quickly if analysts just change their predictions. The forward one, the trailing one is of course based on the trailing earnings of the company for sure. At what price? I mean, it's up to you, but it's also up to the stock and the company. If we avoid a reverse split, I think for me, since it is just $1,000 that now has turned into $2,000, if we don't have a reverse split, I'm just letting it ride and see where it goes, because it's not even 1% of the portfolio. So I don't care. Do I think there's another Palantir Tesla wrecking your portfolio? I mean, there is Rocket Lab, and Rocket Lab is up 1,000% for me in my core portfolio, and in the public one, I believe it's already up. Let's see. And not even for me. I told my dad to buy it, and he's up even more than me. Like he's up over 1,000% on that position. So, and he's retired now. So I guess that's a good present. But let's see. Rocket Lab for me in the public portfolio is up 787%. So I guess that one is another Palantir and a Tesla. Who I think SoFi has been performing very well. I think that can be in the future another big winner in the portfolio. I think dLocal can be a huge winner in my portfolio in the long run. Remember, dLocal is a company worth $3 billion that's growing fast, profitable. So I don't see why I couldn't have triple-digit returns with that one. Will take time, but okay, who cares? Nebius is another name that I wish I could have bought more, but Nebius is a name where I'm also already up 108%. Can it become a 10 bagger in the future? Remains to be seen. A lot of things have to go uh, the right way for them, but it seems like they're executing quite perfectly. And then Oscar, I think, I mean, remains to be seen what happens with all of these policies. But Oscar can definitely also become a multi-bagger. The CEO himself said, like, if they reach their 5% margin target for 2027 and get a one-time price to sales from Wall Street on $14 billion in revenue, then you get to $45, which is what, a 3x from today. So not bad, I'd say, right? Not bad. Do you prefer Open over Zillow? I usually don't like these companies. I'm just in Open just for the YOLO bet of a huge turnaround story. Zillow is obviously a much more stable company than Open, plain and simple. Like if you want exposure to that sector, then you go with Zillow, right? Of course, you go with Zillow because Zillow is stable. You go with Open right now if you want to gamble, which I did. Micron cyclicality, no, not with HBM, not not in the near term, for sure not. Do you like Bull? I made a video about Webull when people started to be very happy about it, and I still believe what I said. Same thing. I think it's a good company. I just didn't understand why they had to go with Yorkville. I don't understand. I don't get it. Is Oscar doing buyback? No, way too early for them to do buybacks. Way too early. Lisa in the house. Lisa in the house, and for Lisa, we are going to show the subscriber count here again. Lisa in the house. Lisa is one of the 2 mods on the channel, so thank you, Lisa, for that. Although I don't think you had such a tough job for now. Because I didn't really go live that many times, but we are going live more and more. So maybe you might have more to do here. But yeah, thank you for the support and being an OG here, for sure. Would you consider adding to SoFi, or do you have your? Right now, I'm quite happy with my position in SoFi, so I don't think it's fully built because if you get opportunities to add more and the price goes down for some reason, then I'll add. Yeah, there's no in my mind there's no such thing as like fully built because things change. Like if suddenly the company comes out with crazy numbers and you're like, okay, I'm willing to buy even more. I'm willing to buy even more. So currently I'm happy, but I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't. If it goes down, I'll buy more. And I can even average up if like things change. But right now I'm focused on saving cash and doing and growing other positions. David here, thank you very much. Well deserved. Well, yeah, I agree. Well deserved. Grab, yes, Grab is, but it's one that will take time. I think it's one that solid name. But like I said, I covered Grab, I think around these prices right here. It will take time. It's already a $20+ billion company, and so we'll follow it. Of course, we'll follow it, but don't expect it to be like a 5-bagger next year. No, it will go up slowly, but surely. Unless they do acquire Goto, then I do think that they can expand quite rapidly, for sure, for sure. Dividend dude in the house. What's going on, couch? Dividend dude. Hello. Yeah, I mean, Oscar, first of all, thank you. Oscar sub 14. Yes, I mean, we're back to prices not seen since last month. Again, I keep repeating the same thing, but it's true. It's a month ago we're at the same price, then it went up 60 something percent, then we go back down. So like it's not that crazy. Amit in the house. Congrats. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you, the support, all the live streams, the videos. Um, I mean, you're there pretty soon. I think you're there pretty soon. I mean, with all the live streams that you're doing, you're there pretty soon for sure, for sure. So thank you very much. We might see each other in the live streams since it is earnings season. So uh, I did see that Vlad has a new haircut. Huh. Vlad has a new haircut, and Jack Dorsey is very jacked. And Jack Dorsey got into the S&P 500, so I guess that's the next step for that's the next step for Vlad from Robinhood. Need to get more muscle, and that's how you get in. That's how you get into the S&P. Let's check back with the numbers here. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I mean, slowly but surely. We already passed it, so. But let's see how quickly we get to the 100. To the 100. Yeah. Honestly, I hope so. I hope we get a nice handle, because I do want to add more around. I added a little bit at 45. I do want to add a little bit more at 40, for sure. So if we get it, fine. I have cash now. I raised a little bit more cash by taking profits on Rocket Lab. So I hope we have plenty of stocks actually have that pattern, cup and handle at the moment, after we've seen like the crash in April, the recovery, and we might see a little dip. We might see a little dip. So hopefully it will happen. And if not, then okay, then I'll just add accordingly. Broadcom has probably been, Broadcom has been doing very well. Thank you all for all the messages. I really, really appreciate that. Let me actually have a look at Broadcom. Yeah, Broadcom has been killing it. I mean, for a company like Broadcom to be up, basically doubled, basically doubled since the lows in April. That's crazy. That's crazy. That it now has a market cap of what? 1.3. Wow, 1.3 trillion dollars. That's insane. Joseph here, you should do more lives. I am live every day almost. I mean, from Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. Eastern, until the market opens. I'm live with Jose. We do live streams, which are, I think, pretty fun. Pretty fun. Having a co-host is definitely makes life easier, and it's nice to have a conversation. And of course, now that I think there's like a fly in my nose or something, I don't know. Now with the earnings season, I think we will do a bit more during after hours and things like that. I think it will be fun and great. Fun and great. So, you see, you can write a lot of things in my comment section, but do not write this. Do not write this. Wait, right? Profits on Rocket. Yes, I did take a little bit of profits on a Rocket Lab after 10xing. After 10xing, I think I am allowed to take a little bit of profit. It still is I mean, the majority is still there. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. I just think it is very stretched at the moment. So took a little bit of profits. No biggie. No biggie. Jose is a formidable co-host. I agree. JJ, appreciate that. When do you think PayPal will pop? Well, I hope after this earnings report. I hope so, because it's been disrespected for way too long. Randall here, started my own YOLO bet on OpenDoor today, even though it was already up 25% on the day and gained another 27 in a day. We'll take it, right? We'll take it. Actually, I was in Vegas a year ago. I was in Vegas for 4th of July. My friend wanted to go to the World Series of Poker. My friend was actually asleep here on the couch, funny enough. um, and then we went to Denver. Then went to Denver for a weekend for some hiking. You go from Vegas gambling to Denver, Boulder, some hikes. Very nice, by the way. And then we went back to Vegas. Go. We had to take our flight from there. Played some blackjack 2 hours before going on the flight. Not bad, not bad. Made some money, by the way, which is crazy. Saying that you left Vegas in profits is incredible. Um, Yeah, no, no, I will probably go back next year, I think, to Vegas. I was thinking about maybe going later this year because there is that Robin Hood event, and I think Amit is doing an event, a meetup there, but it doesn't work out with my schedule. Uh, Denver. I mean, I went to Denver purely for outside of Denver, like for nature, like Boulder and all of that. It's very nice. It's very nice. Let's see, I missed something here. Ah, Raymok. Thank you so much for your continuous quality videos. You have videos every day. You deserve 100K. I appreciate that very much. It is quite crazy that I have videos each and every day, but I guess there is always something to talk about in the stock market. Um, yeah, I mean, if we cover that many stocks, I guess you can talk about every company every other day. I have no shares in SoFi. Would you buy calls? Wait for a dip. I don't do options, so I'm not the guy to say yes or no on that. But I guess if you want to enter, selling puts shouldn't be should be, I guess, the answer you're looking for. I was in Vegas for the Salsa Dance Congress on July 4th. Salsa Dance Conference. Salsa Dance Conference? What is this? Salsa Dance Conference Vegas. The Las Vegas Super Congress happening is a salsa and bachata dance. Interesting. Huh, interesting. Uh, that's fine. You unsubbed. Sub again at 200,000 then. um, let's see. Wait. Ah, how can it keep growing? The company can keep growing by now, of course, space systems is a big part of the business, of course. Launch is another. So keep launching. And well, Neutron is basically what will push this stock even higher. Once Neutron is up and running, which can take, I mean, up and running will take a couple of years, but that will change the business for sure. Like to be a one-stop shop for all your space needs, you need something like Neutral to be up and running at scale. And I think we're going to see that in the next couple of years, unless it doesn't work out, which I think it will, but it will take time. It will take time. I mean, I bought this stock at $2-3 billion in market cap because I think it can become $100 billion company in the future. It's already a $24 billion company, so still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. Sell buy rights for SoFi, not puts in a bull market. Just saying. I guess that makes sense. Congrats, Couch. You introduced me to the whole gang. Amit, Jose, and more. Always enjoy your insight. My pleasure. And well, now you know most of us. Now you know most of us. What entry would you? I mean, it's not a recommendation, financial advice or something. But if I didn't have the local and I wanted the local, I'd be buying today. Plain and simple. Actually, the last time I bought was let's see. Let's see. The local. Last time I bought shares was at $11.15 and $10.03. So voila. That's why. I mean, that's what I would have done and what I would do. So it's just a great company that's just misunderstood at the moment. Plus, I mean, I'd be very honest. If Pedro Arndt, previous CFO of Mercado Libre, was not CEO of the company, I would probably not be as confident. But now that he is, then yes, I full confidence in him and in the company. Yes, there were some quarters where margins went down. Okay, they explained why, etc., etc. But in the last quarter or two, gross profit went up, margins started to rebound as well, and so fully believe that this is, to me, going to be a winner. Will take time for sure, but I have time. I have time. So voila. Let's see. Let's see if we can. Let's see if I've missed something from today, because I was a bit. I mean, I made my Google video, which I think is one of my better ones. Yeah, I did look at Wise. I use it actually. I got their business card, I think last week or so. I use them because companies do pay me on Wise. So business is interesting. Business is interesting, but I already have the local SoFi and PayPal, so I don't need another, and Mercado Libre with Mercado Pago. I don't need another fintech company in my portfolio. And if I were to add one, it would probably be Shift4. I think Shift4 is a tremendous company. Shift4 is a tremendous company. It's just a shame that Jared Isaacman is not CEO anymore. It's still on the board, but it's not CEO anymore. What is this? GLXY Galaxy Digital. What is it? The Samsung Samsung Galaxy. What is this? No idea. GLXY. Let's see. Galaxy Digital. No clue. A global leader in digital assets and data center infrastructure, delivering in finance and AI. That's a interesting combination. Trying to get the market maker's perspective. I don't know. I've never heard of this company before. So we'll have a look at it. We'll have a look at it another time. But it seems like a very young company in the public market, so probably not that much data to work with. Yeah, XYZ. Honestly, I didn't think XYZ was even an option, right? I didn't know that was even an option. But hey, congrats to those that kept on holding this one, because I sure did not. But yeah, it could have been a much better company for sure. I heard you already mentioned not seeing. No, I didn't see anything specific. Geopolitical, again, if it's tariffs, then it shouldn't really impact New, right? First of all, Brazil doesn't export much. Second of all, New is a fintech company in Latin America, like zero exposure to all of this. So I don't know. Maybe probably a buying opportunity, to be honest. Probably a buy opportunity. They are early stage investor in things like SBET, deal with CoreWeave. Wait, so they are investing in SBET, which SBET is now buying Ethereum. That's a very very questionable, I'd say, questionable flywheel that we have here, and Bitcoin as well. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I don't know, the fact that they've just went public and they do all of this, and the market is so hot. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it goes even higher, right? But a bit strange. A bit strange. Would you buy Micron? I mean, I think right now I have enough Micron. Don't need that much more exposure to Micron at the moment. Still think the company will do very well. But yes, it did double since the lows in April, but like I said, should have never been this low in April. So I like it. I'm not going to buy it right now. Um, Although I still think it can grow for sure. Uh, no. Um, I don't think it will be a sell. Can you take profits? You can always take profits, right? It's again, you do whatever you think it's best, but I don't think it's a sell. It's probably a hold. It's probably a hold right now. Um, Probably a hold at the moment for sure. I feel like a blockhead for saying, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Latin America, yeah, and I know that name, but people were telling me that Latin America was the next big thing when the price was much higher. The thing is that with lithium and all of that, again, lots of laws and rules and deals that have to be made that I have no patience on following. So I, even if it's the next 5-10x, if I have no patience, I am not going to follow it at all. Are you interested? I've so many movies. I haven't gone to the movies in a while. Yes, I know Superman came out. I didn't even see F1 yet. I didn't see Mission Impossible, Fantastic Four. I think that didn't come out just yet. Didn't even see Lilo and Stitch, although I'm not going to go to the movies for that one. I think IMAX for F1 for sure. 3D, I mean 3D is nice for like the first 5 minutes, and then afterwards, like, who cares, right? Who cares? So yeah, IMAX for sure. If you can, it's very expensive though. I mean, too expensive in my opinion. But yeah, 3D I always skip. It was nice for Avatar, but again, after 5-10 minutes, you're like, okay, cool. I wish I didn't have those glasses on my nose now. um, but yeah, quite a lot of movies that are coming out and have come out that I haven't watched. I started The Bear season 3 today. Completely forgot that the new season came out, but yeah, pretty good. Very good show actually. The billions that AI data farms cost for hardware makes me wonder if it will go obsolete fast with improvements in technology. You mean like the GPUs? Yeah, I mean the GPUs. Most CoreWeave is writing them down. What, 6 years? Yeah, depreciation was 6 years. Nebius 4 years. So yeah, if they become, let's say, obsolete quicker, it's an issue. That's an issue. But yes, since AMD and Nvidia are all on a 1-year cadence, right, to release new GPUs, then you would think that these companies will have to invest each and every year. Each and every year doesn't mean they'll have to replace the other ones, but the other ones will probably be useless 4 years, 4 years down the road. Yes, for sure. No is down because they announced that it's dual president and CEO. Wait, what? Dual president and COO will step down. Let's see. From Qualtrim, from Joseph Carlson's platform. I mean, to be honest, I like him very much. Very, very good. Very, very good channel. Quality, quality content, quality platform that he's built. Um, let's see. I do wonder if he'd want to come on the channel, um, just to talk. Would be great actually if he came on, just to talk, because he we hold quite a lot of similar names. Plus, he holds a lot of quality names that I like to follow as well. Very down to earth type of guy. Sometimes critical, but that's fine. Um, I don't see anything on their website. That's interesting. Hmm. That's interesting. Let's see. Maybe any SEC filings or whatever. Let's see. Filings. Um, Notice to market. No, that's not for today. That's not today either. I don't know. I can't find anything on new, but if you say so, then I guess it must be true. Guess it must be true. Um, Google stock. I made a video about it today. Have to go watch. Have to go watch. I'm bullish and quite confident in the upcoming earnings. Doesn't it? I need sleep. Yeah, I just noticed it's almost 4 a.m. here, so we're going to go for another 4 minutes or so. But yeah, I appreciate you, Joseph. I appreciate you coming also in each and every live stream. I appreciate that a lot. The bear has some very intense scenes. I agree, but that's what makes it special. Um, that's what makes it special because I do feel that a lot of modern shows these days are just fluff and BS. Like the bear has some really intense and emotional scenes, and I like it. It's sometimes it's hard personally also, but it's good because the fact that I can feel something just by watching that TV show means that it's a good TV show with very good acting, good actors as well. But I agree that sometimes it's a bit too much. A bit too much. Yeah, I agree. When we talk about Nu, exactly, the CEO, it was also right after we've heard that Marcos Galperin from Mercado Libre is also going to step down as CEO. I think they came quite quickly one after the other. So I don't think it's news from today. Thank you, Lisa. Have a have a very very good weekend. Appreciate all the support. Um, why is he awake? Um, ta, ta, ta. Um, think I'll get to buy? That's a good question. Unless unless something drastically changes in the demand, um, I don't think I don't think we will see that low. Um, I don't think we'll see that low. But you never know. And I'll be buying at 96 for sure. I'll be buying at 96. Kevin, good night. I appreciate you stopping by. Very, very impromptu live stream. Um, you talk about patience, then sell Intel, bro. No, I will not sell Intel because when sometimes you have a feeling that things are going to work out and you're like, it's going to work out. Just need just need a little bit more patience. Um, but no, I didn't sell. I didn't sell Intel. Not at all. Um, wait, actually, now let me double check. But no, I don't think I sold. No, it's right here. I am. I'm still down 6% on Intel. It's still in my portfolio, still rocking 645 shares. But the last time I bought was in March at $22. Um, no, I actually haven't sold. I haven't sold Intel at all. So no, no, no. I did not sell Intel. Good night. Good night. True patience is never buying Intel. Yeah, to be honest, I bought Intel way too early. Although I'm only down 6%, I thought the turnaround would be happening much quicker. But yeah, I mean, if I get my win with Intel, I think I deserve something from them because I'm probably one of the only ones that has been supporting this turnaround story for way too long. For way too long. Thank you on OpenDoor. Well, plenty of people thank me on OpenDoor, but please don't come back here when OpenDoor potentially does crash because you never know. But if you've already taken profits, then I guess my pleasure. But I'm only here to provide information. If you did the buying, then you are the one you should be thanking yourself. But yeah, OpenDoor has been quite crazy. But what did I wanna Adobe? Funny enough, I've had Intel for some time, regretted it, but for the first time in a while, I feel kind of hopeful. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Um, that's why, like, normally I would have sold, but because I have that feeling that the turnaround is happening, like the sentiment is going to switch. Lee Bhutan is, I think, the necessary CEO. Like he's not here to play around. He's making the necessary cuts, um, and so yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But $22 right now is a joke for, I think, a company like Intel. Not saying it's going to go to 100, but should definitely go back to 30s or so. Will Adobe turn things around? The stock, probably. The business is still doing well, right? Still profitable, still growing, billions in free cash flow. So yeah, Adobe, it's slowly but surely. AMD is eating Intel's lunch. Yes, I agree. Um, but no, it's not that they can never come back. Don't forget that Intel generates a lot more revenue than AMD. Like it's not even close. It's not even close. It's going to get closer if Intel doesn't do anything. But um, don't forget that Intel has Intel Foundry, and that generated $17 billion in revenue for them. Just an FYI, I think AMD's whole business is generating 27 billion. So Intel Foundry, which is still very small, generates 17. The whole business generates $53 billion in revenue. Of course, margin-wise, they're not doing the best, but I think there is a comeback story. What's the thesis behind Open? Too long to explain right now. So go to the channel, watch my video where I say I bought $1,000 worth of stock in that one, and I explained the whole thesis, there. Which again, the thesis is very risky, just so we're clear. Is it bad that I'm basing half of an investment on an invasion? It's definitely not great, because I can tell you one thing, that if that invasion does happen, nothing in our portfolio is going to be safe. So voila. Just got in. Congrats on the 100K. Appreciate, Mel. Appreciate you coming on this live stream, which I think I'll end in a bit. Why buy OpenDoor? Because I think the options are quite expensive. Right? Like more expensive than the actual shares. And I, to be honest, I don't know, with the volume that we're getting right now, I don't know what the play now with options is. a week ago or something, I think yes, like a $1 strike price would have made a lot of sense. But right now, I don't know. Again, I'm not a options guru, so I don't know. Are you DCing? I have patience. Like I'm down on my position, but I'm not going to jump. If we go down even more next week, or if we like start to bottom at around $13, $14, might add a little bit more. But since Centene and United Health will report in 10 days or so, I'd rather wait to get a little bit more information. But yeah, it's still supposed to stay a small position for me. So yeah, no rush with Oscar at the moment. So it seems like we are coming at the end of this live stream here at 4 a.m. Feel like ASML will do well if the invasion happen. TSM will have to expand outside of Taiwan. I mean, they're already expanding outside of Taiwan, but will TSM have the money if the invasion happens, right? Because if Taiwan gets destroyed, which I hope it doesn't, will it have enough money to start transferring all their R&D and all of it to other places? Remains to be seen. But yeah, anyways, thank you all for joining. Bruno Fernandez is going to bed. We actually did it. We actually did the 100,000 goal. Again, pretty insane. Thank you all for the support. It's been pretty crazy. Tomorrow, today, Saturday. Let's see what I have planned, because I have a lot of these earnings video preparations, just like I did about Google. So we have Google report Wednesday, the 23rd. Then Intel, the 24th, so day after that on Thursday. And then we have the week after that, SoFi. So I think with SoFi, I'll wait another week to do a earnings review and prediction video. Intel, I might do a video about Intel for tomorrow or Sunday, just to explain it. Wait, I missed something. Here. No, I didn't ignore this. Me with my 100 plus Intel leaves, things are about to change. Yeah, I mean, what did you take? The January 2027 ones? Depending on what strike price you chose, I think you should have. I think you should be good. Have you looked at a Centene that has insiders bought over $50? That's it, or 50 million? I don't know. Which is the same sector as Oscar that Centene closed. Yeah, I know. Like I did a video about Oscar when he dropped 20% after Centene dropped 40%. But yeah. Rodo, yes, 2027, January 27. Okay, which one, if I may ask? Jose in the house here. My favorite co-host is here, which we will see each other Monday. Monday fun day. We have a lot of questions for you, Jose, by the way. Some Arista Networks question, and some we shall not name the company and the stock. No problem. Just the chat was a bit all over the place. But I did see Intel, so had to go back to it. Is that a real window? I mean, wouldn't it be nice that this would be my real background, like skyline, New York style Gotham City. Maybe I'm Batman. Who knows? I'm Batman. um, that would have been great. Insiders bought Centene at 58. Then they're stupid. I mean, imagine buying at uh, at $58. Your stock is now trading at $28 because you pulled your own guidance. That's a strange thing to do. Very strange thing. Very strange thing to do. I I thought that was Brussels. Yeah, no. Brussels will have a couple of garbage bags here, some crap there, construction maybe here, lots of traffic, constant Brussels, to be honest. No comments. No comments. Some leaps are $27, January 27, others 30. Okay. That makes sense. You see, with Intel, I should have maybe bought leaps instead of shares. It's a bit like the Ackman play, right? When he bought shares in Nike, sold the shares, bought leaps. Makes more sense. Let me actually check. Let me check. December 27 already there. Huh, interesting. Let's see. So leaps $27. 27. It's not that expensive. It has gone up. It's not that expensive. Yeah, could be interesting. Could be interesting. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, the market may move much quicker than you think. I agree. I agree. But then again, I mean, he's doing well with his leaps. So whatever happen will happen. I mean, the day I have a small win with Intel, ooh, you're all going to hear it for a week or so, for a week or so, and especially you, Jose, you are going to hear this, and I hope Intel sends me some merch. I hope they send me some merch. Number one. Anyways, thank you all for joining. I'm very tired. Thank you all for joining. Really appreciate it. 100,000 has been reached. I now have something to show for in my life. But yeah, we'll see each other tomorrow, today's video, but we'll definitely see each other Monday, 8 a.m. or maybe 8:15, depending on if Jose is sleeping or not. But yeah, we're going to stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Although Wednesday we might stream after hours because Google reports. So stay tuned for that. But Monday morning stream until the open. So that's that. Thank you all for joining. Good night. Have a great weekend. Thank you all for all the support. And